Hello people. Okay, I've said it before, but I don't think people really understood it. So what it is 2 bowls of water with some salt mixed in the water to make it salt water. One of the bowls is set with a plastic mat under it, while the other one is just on a table that's grounded. So I call it grounded as earth. Okay, so what you do is you put 2 wires, they're called electrodes, they have electricity going in them. And so I put a plus for positive and a negative symbol for negative. Take away symbol for negative. So here it is. So this is unearthed, so it's got a rubber mat under it. And if you put anything on the positive wire under the water, it will destroy. And it's unearthed, so it's like wearing shoes, got shoes on. So let's ask ourselves about how we're talking, hating or loving, or while we're wearing our shoes, what is the result? And I have proven that you get destroyed when you got shoes on by praising and all the blessings and all the good stuff. Now you'd think, oh come on, tell the truth. Well, it is. It's electroplating at its reverse. If I put on this positive electrode a gold nugget and peg it on, make sure only the nugget's underwater, it will crumble away into dust. And this is the one that emits the hydrogen. It's the negative electrode, as long as it's got a mat under it, like as you see, as I have written. Now, what does the one with earth, shoes off? So that one positive destroyed. But look, when you've got your bare feet, it turns out that the figurative things that they say in the Bible is that the devil destroys and God loves. So with no shoes on, it turns out that the emitter that makes the steam, the gases, is positive. So maybe we go out on the grass and we let off a fart. It makes us stronger. And we feel loved. But this is the one that crumbles. So you can think of it as us, or you can think of it as which one gets destroyed. So when we're walking bare feet on the earth's ground with the shoes off, we are going to be destroyed by negativity, because it's what really happens. So this is what you do. If you want to use the mat version, the mat you put on the positive, you got to put something of a metal. So say if this is a metal that goes on there, you got to find out what metal collects, and this is where it collects. Because the emitting looks like it's outputting and going can't really display how it's right, but it's actually condensing on that one. So this one's spitting and coming out, but you can't see it doing that. But you'll notice that it will disappear, start crumbling away, and degrading, while this one secretly is collecting it. So I call it negative condenser. So you can call it hate, you can call it Satan, you can call it strengthened. So if you're going around with shoes on and you're swearing and cursing, the negative makes you strong. So make sure when you wear your shoes, you swear a lot, do a lot of bad things, right? Be bad. But if you're good, don't go being the destroyer, okay? Because if you be negative with bare feet, it will crumble you into dust. So that's why we were told in the Bible about the negative fella, because there's a truth that Most people come here on this world, Earth, and they walk around with bare feet. So their shoes are off as bare feet. And they're on the earth. They're earthed. See this mat? There's no mat under it. So the salt water and the two electrodes will be whatever metal this one destroys, so this one collects. So God is collecting. If we're loving him, he's collecting something. Did you know that? And Satan is losing something. If you put your shoes off, go outside and do negativity, making Satan lose. If you do positivity, God's going to give off a gas or a blessing, and he will clump onto this electrode, causing it to be condensing on. So you're making him immortal when you love him, when you wear bare feet. But when you've got shoes on, you're making Satan stronger. You're actually condensing on to him your blessings. By cursing, you're blessing him. So be careful what you do when you've got shoes on. Make sure you bless and feed the right wolf. Because, turning it on side now, this is what it really looks like. The master plan. Now, you'd say, oh, where'd you come up with that for? I mean, where did you come up with it? How can you prove it? Well, I have these videos called Leslie Olmos. Now, if you look them up, some of them pretty odd, where I was doing the same thing, but adding other elements. You can use gold on here, and it'll come out, and if you use stainless steel on here, it'll try to bond onto it, onto the negative, and guess what happens? Because it's stainless steel, it drops off and becomes gold dust. Right? So the same as in reverse, the electrons try to go across to the other one, or across to the other one. So for me, it's electrolysis. But for some people, they wondered what were the secrets in the Bible telling. I'll just tell you now. Okay? You figure it out. You can transfer gold into copper. Then you can use acids to get rid of the copper, and you've got gold. If they're impure and only gold plated, you can destroy them. You can destroy them here and collect them there. Or here, destroy and collect there. So find a metal that collects. So like you could destroy lead that has silver in it. But over here you could have a zinc ingot. So lead has the silver in it sometimes, but you can't separate them. But by destroying it into powder, it will settle down the bottom. Unless this one is a collector, if you're going to collect it on it, then destroy it so that you can burn it off if it's zinc. But if you put a stainless steel rod here, it'll try to get onto the rod and it will slip down and become powder. You can then use the powder. So some people want it to turn to powder, some people want it to bond onto a metal that they can use, process, destroy, or acid destroy. Right, that's the end of my boring story. Since I've got a bit of a hoarse throat, I'll just end it here. Thanks for listening and learning. The universe presents itself. Just set up an experiment with a glass bowl or a plastic bowl, water, and put salt in it, and then dilute it. Put in a wire with electrode, called an electrode. It's just a wire from a power thing, electricity thing. You can get a 9-volt battery and put it's here, and then you just have the positive going to the positive, negative going to the negative. Know my plan, use it, and you could get rich.